Hi, my name is Ben Harris, and today I'll be discussing, today I'll be discussing the power and importance of youth sports. How many of you guys play a sport? Show of hands. It's pretty much everyone in here. Well, only 69.1% of the youth population participated in a team or individual sport in 2018. 6 years ago, this number was over 73%. This may seem like a small change, but imagine the future of our youth if this number continued in future years. You may be wondering why. Why are sports so important? Well, there are numerous benefits physically, mentally, and socially, as well as preparing our youth to be successful in the future. First off, sports provide adolescents with an opportunity to make lifelong friends starting at a very young age. Growing up, I've had the chance to play baseball with kids from around the state, and I've made some of my best friends through these teams. As well as friends, sports provide children with mentors other than parents in the form of coaches, which is very, very beneficial for their future. In fact, a recent study showed that coaches have more impact on the lives of athletes than parents, teachers, peers, and religion. This might sound crazy, but if you think about it, it sort of makes sense. Coaches teach character. When athletes lose, the first person to talk to them are their coaches. It is also often found that athletes model themselves after their coaches. Athletes are taught to respect coaches in a manner that is different than parents or teachers, and coaches teach lessons that no parent or teacher ever could. These are just a few social benefits of sports, but they do more than that for kids. Being active is proven to be beneficial for everybody, adults and children, and starting at a young age is a great way to develop lifelong habits. Sports and exercise in general also help children build muscle and have a healthy body growing up. When children grow up with physical confidence, they're more likely to sustain a healthy body and maintain that confidence throughout their life. Another benefit of playing sports that is often overlooked are the mental benefits of sports. A few of the many mental benefits include an increase in confidence and concentration, improved cognitive function, and an enhanced ability to cope. Kids who played a sport in 2018 were 9.5% less likely to experience depression or anxiety than students who didn't. Sports have also been proven to improve sleep habits and overall mood. With all these mental benefits, everybody should be participating. Lastly, active kids do better in life. In 2018, there was a study on the different benefits of physically active children. A few of the highlights include up to 40% higher test scores, 15% more likely to attend college, 7 to 8% higher annual earnings, and a reduced risk of heart disease, stroke, and diabetes. Why are physically active kids more successful? Well, it's simple. Youth sports help develop children in numerous ways, especially mentally. And these children grow up to be better group workers, which is an essential trait in today's world. Now, I'd like to share the story of a local basketball star whose life was changed by basketball. Noah Cummings graduated from Pembroke Academy in 2019. He was the Division II Basketball Player of the Year, a first-team All-State selection, a 1,000-point scorer, and a 2019 state champion. But he almost never accomplished any of these feats. When Noah was in 3rd grade, he hated basketball. He dreaded going to practice, and he suffered from severe anxiety. Every day, his teacher said he would call his parents 5 to 6 times in school. One day, in 3rd grade, he got a new coach, Frank Colosa, and he slowly started to love basketball. He now says that basketball became therapeutic for him, and you know that sounds cliche, but when he was in the gym, he never felt anxious, and he never felt trapped in his own mind. Basketball helped him with both things in his life. He slowly got better at basketball, and his anxiety slowly got better. Noah is one of the best and most respected athletes in all of New Hampshire last year, and is now playing basketball at Springfield College in Massachusetts. I'd now like to talk a little bit about my project. At the beginning of the semester, I had absolutely no idea what I wanted to do. All I knew was that I wanted to do something with sports and something to help our school, involve our school a little bit. And I was just sitting in the library one day, and me and Ms. Mullins came up with the idea of creating cornhole boards to donate to the best department. I really liked the idea, but I knew it probably wasn't going to be enough hours, so I also decided to host a cornhole tournament for students. I think some of you guys participated probably. I actually ended up getting 16 teams of 2 to sign up for $5 each. The winning team got $50, and the other $30 was donated to the Booster Club as a token of appreciation for their support throughout my high school years. In order to prepare for the tournament, I had to advertise it. That's a picture of my flyer right there. Most of you probably saw it. And I also had to create a sign-up, borrow equipment, and plan the dates around the gym schedule. A lot of my pretty close friends signed up, but I think I had boys and girls from every grade in the school. The eventual winners ended up being Andrew Robbins and Ryan Leonard, but I think everyone knows I would have won if I could have played, but I couldn't because I had to run it. Overall, hey, come on. Overall, I think the tournament was very successful and everyone who participated had a good time. After the conclusion of the tournament, it was time to focus on building my boards. One day, I was researching how to build cornhole boards and was planning on buying all the wooden supplies, when luckily, at one of the football games, Brent Reinhardt offered to help me build them at his job at Boys Highlands in Concord. At first, I didn't know where he worked and what they did, but I knew he had made cornhole boards before, the ones shown up there, the Falcon ones, and they turned out great. I had also decided to job shadow him to learn more about what he did in the industry that he worked in. What I learned is that he's the manager of a massive molding company that has worked inside of some huge places, including the TD Garden and Nationals Park in Washington, D.C. For those of you that don't know what a molding is, it is a narrow strip of wood shaped to a curved profile that's used to accent the ornamentation of a structure. Basically, this place had everything I needed for my project. We started our process with a bunch of just random wood 2x4 pieces. We then smoothed them out and we glued them together to make the main piece of the board, which is shown on the left. We left them overnight, and when we returned the next day, we measured and cut out leg pieces, screwed it all together, and cut the holes. We then put a finish on them, and then it was done. After that, I ordered a few stickers, bought some bags, and I had a perfectly good set of cornhole boards to donate. Now, as I mentioned earlier, these boards are being donated to the Best Department, which I haven't done yet, because I'm supposed to present Friday, but they're coming. And I hope they get good use there. I know in the spring a lot of the classes go outside, so I'm hoping they actually use them and don't just sit and rot in the closet. And overall, I really enjoyed this project, and I hope that this presentation hasn't been too boring for you guys. I'd like to end my presentation with a quote from the great Nelson Mandela. "Sport has the power to change the world. It has the power to inspire. It has the power to unite people in a way that little else does. It speaks to the youth in a language they understand. Sport can create hope where there was once only despair." Thank you. Any questions? Oh.
What was your favorite high school sport memory that you've had so far?
Baseball championship, obviously, of course. So I got that one. All right, nice.